is our day, July 24th. We're having a big family reunion. And so far, these are all the people that are here. These are all shavers. They're all related somehow or other. We're in Biden, West Virginia. And we've been invited here to have a big potluck lunch. And it's great. And some of us have never been here before. These are the mountains. It's called Plshaver Mountain, and that's because it was named after our ancestor Peter Shaver, who was a scout in the American Revolution. He was a scout by the Indians, and he's buried up here. And all of these people are descendants, so we're all new. We're getting to know one another. So this is how we're going to spend our day. It's going to be very exciting. And of course, we're not going to remember anybody's name, I'm sure. But I'll talk to some kids in our family, the littlest ones, the littlest Shavers, cousins. There we go. And they were looking, this is what they were looking at. They were looking at pies. Oh my, pies. See that? Lots of pies. Shavers like sweets. I think. I'm making a movie. And there's more people coming. They keep coming and coming. I don't know where they're all coming from. But they're going to make some homemade cantaloupe Mexican drink. What is it? Homemade cantaloupe Mexican drink? Is that what they call it?
I think that's what
Shavers have a good appetite. Look at all these. They're all cousins. They're all being very polite. Very nice. I'm taking pictures of everybody. And there's the best one, David, right there. Oh, he has an empty plate, but he's getting more. And all these folks here are waiting anxiously. This guy has done all the research, all the genealogy stuff. How long have you been doing genealogy for us?
About 12 years.
Wow.
10 years for Betty.
Okay, thank you. And Betty, this here is Betty. She's the one that has organized all this. No, this is a movie. Oh, so you got to tell us what you did to get this day organized. This is the day, July 24th.
I tell you what, you do that when I'm telling the story of who all you guys are. The branches and how you guys go to each of them. The Shavers, we descend through Plshaver. First it was Plshaver, then it became Plshaver with a V. And Paulus came from Germany in 1733 and settled in Augusta. Well, he came into Pennsylvania on the Pennsylvania Merchant of London. And he settled in Augusta County, Virginia, and that's where his 4 sons were born. George, Peter, John, and Paul. And we descend through Peter, his son Peter. And Peter's wife's name was Sarah Ripple, and her father was Francis Ripple. And then I've got the Dobson line here. My grandfather was David Lee Shaver, and my grandmother was Roxy Caroline Gibson. And David Lee Shaver, his father was John Wesley Shaver, and his mother was Mariah Dobson. Mariah Dobson's mother was Catherine Wagner, and Mariah's father was George Wallace Dobson. George Wallace Dobson's father was George Wallace Dobson, and he's buried in the Harmony Cemetery in Jane Lou. And Catherine Wagner, her father was John Wagner of Jane Lou and Hackers Creek, and his father was Wilhelm Wagner, and Wilhelm Wagner was killed by the Indians. And John Wagner's whole family was 4 sons and his wife, who was expecting a baby. They were massacred by the Shawnee Indians. In fact, it was Tecumseh, the Shawnee chief. and the 2 daughters and the son was taken captive and taken back into Ohio. The 2 daughters eventually came back, but the son, Peter, lived with the Indians for 20 years. And then he came, his father went to Ohio, asked him to come back for a visit, he came. By this time, Peter was married to an Indian woman and 2 Indian children. Well, it came time for Peter to go back to his Indian family, and the Wagner family wouldn't let him leave. Drunk and everything, and they would stay, and picked a wife for him. And Peter lived and Peter is cemetery in J. West Virginia. And he was 93 when he died. And my grandmother was Roxy Gibson. Her mother was Elizabeth Price, and her father was Alexander Gibson. And Elizabeth's father was John Wesley Price, and her mother was Lavina Drake, and they lived in Russell County, Virginia, and that's where Elizabeth was born. So we descend, on my side of the family, I descend through all 6 lines that's represented here, through the Shavers, spelled all 3 ways, the Dobsons, the Prices,
Empty plate.
the Reynolds,
You need to get some more food, kitties.
and
You too.
selling my books up here, the books that Faith, my cousin, first cousin Faith Fowler Lineberry and I wrote, and I'm selling them. The first book is the Shavers, and the Shavers family tree and its many branches. The second book is On the Road to Glady. And that's where Peter Shaver is buried, is on the road to Glady. And that's how we started the book, telling about Peter, his father, and about their family, and about the lives that they led here, and about the battles that they fought that you had to deal with. Shaver's Mountain's so large it covers 3 counties. This is Randolph County. It not only covers Randolph County, but it covers Tucker County and Pocahontas County. And that's how big it is. And then Shavers Fork River, it eventually runs into the Cheat River, but it flows from here all the way to Bemis. And that's quite a ways. And, well, now I'll let everybody eat. And after a while, I'm going to take 4 pictures. The picture of everybody is the first picture. Second picture is all of John Wagner's great-great-great-grandchildren. Just the ones that are the great-great-grandchildren, not the friends, not the spouses. And the next picture, no offense, I'm not trying to offend anybody. The next picture is of John Wesley Shaver. I mean, not John Wesley Shaver. John Wesley Price and all of his great-great-grandchildren.
We got a band that's going to play for us. They came all the way from Oregon. Phew, everybody's full. Everybody's yakking. Yak, 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 yak. Yeah.